Hello everyone, my name is Chris Leyland. I am Director of Investment Strategy at True Potential, and today I want to talk you through working from home, how it's been for me, the things that I found good, maybe the things that I found quite challenging. Maybe just before I talk around that, it might be useful just to talk a little bit about what is my job. So my job is I'm the lead fund manager of the True Potential portfolio proposition. And with that, our goal is really to give a fully diversified investment solution that offers good risk-adjusted returns overall. So my job and the team that I work with is to make sure that we have the right mix of managers within the portfolios for current market conditions and market conditions moving forward. So with that, what I'll do with the video today is just talk you through a little bit around what a normal day would entail, and then look a little bit at other things that I do personally, so outside of work. So if we start off with a normal working day, for me that usually starts at about 7 o'clock. From there, between 7 and 9, that's really my time to do reading. So do research, look at Bloomberg, look at how asset prices have moved, how stock markets have moved, what's happening in the world, what's happening overall economically. Then from there, at 9 o'clock every day, we have our morning meeting. So a different person each week from the team would chair the morning meeting. And what we're doing there is really having a discussion around what is it that we're seeing, what is it that we're finding interesting, how can that help us when we're thinking around position changes with the True Potential portfolios overall. Then after that, the rest of my day is spent doing a mixture of things. The majority of it is spent on the investment side. So again, more research, working with the managers that we have on panel right now, but also looking for new managers to work with as well. As well as that, I spend a lot of time speaking to financial advisors and also speaking to end clients. And actually speaking to end clients is something that I really enjoy. I find it really interesting listening to what people's thoughts are and actually listening to what are they seeing when they look at the world overall. What I'll do is just quickly show you my workspace. You can see where I am right now, which is actually the basement of the house. So I'm in the kitchen, which is a very dangerous place to be because I'm right by the fridge. But I'll quickly just show you my setup, which is here. So you've got the computer there, you've got a keyboard, everything that I need. And again, it's a nice setup, it's a nice airy room, it gives me everything that I want. And again, for me, what we have within True Potential Investments is we have everything that we need. We have full access to Bloomberg, any different kind of piece of information that we need is there for us overall. So one of the things that I really miss about Newcastle is I have a road bike there. So I can use that to cycle to work and to cycle around. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to hire a bike. It's obviously definitively not as good as a road bike, as you can see behind me. But I'm going to go for a bike ride and just show you a few places that I go to normally in London when I go on my bike ride. Okay, so I've just stopped off at the river. It's River Thames. Here you can see everything right the way along. You can see the London Eye just further down in the distance there as you're going around right the way up to Chelsea. So again, a lovely day today. But what is interesting is there's actually loads and loads of people around. So people are obviously starting to think a little bit more about no longer staying in the house. They're actually coming out, enjoying the sun, hopefully in a socially distant way. So one of the things that I really enjoy whilst I'm at home is cooking. And today I have, well in fact, actually I'm lying, I've not done this today. I did this over the weekend. I've pre-prepared lasagna from scratch. So if I just show you down there, you can see the lasagna. Look at that. Completely prepared from scratch. So that's everything from the sauce, the white sauce that was used. I put everything together. So I'm going to put this in the oven. I really hope it turns out well because it took me a long time to prepare, and we can see what it looks like a little bit later, and I'll eat that for lunch. So just thinking a little bit around, what things I've enjoyed around working from home, what have been the challenges. I think firstly, it's been a little bit different for me compared to some of the other people who work at True Potential. So I live in Newcastle, but my girlfriend Moira, she lives in London. So what we decided is basically just before the lockdown that we wanted to be together. Therefore, I came down to London. So again, it's been very, very, I guess, different for me in the sense that London is usually a really buzzing city. There's usually so much going on, but it's a city that's been under lockdown. I went for a bike ride about 5 weeks ago. I cycled down Oxford Street. There literally wasn't anyone there, which is just incredible when it's one of the busiest shopping streets in the whole of the world. I think from my own personal perspective, I think what's really been good, I think when we think about the technology that we have with True Potential, the whole move from being in the office to the next day being at home has been completely seamless. So I've got full access to everything that I need. Bloomberg, research, everything has been just completely seamless. There hasn't been any problems at all. I think from a personal point of view, I like the fact that you're working from home. So if you need to do something, if you wanted to go for a walk at, say, 10 o'clock, something that you never normally do in the office, you can, which is great. As long as you make that time up, you manage your own time. I think for me, the challenge, I think the biggest challenge actually has been probably it can be a little bit lonely. And what I mean by that is you don't have that conversation that you would normally have at the office. So, the jokes that you'd hear, listening about what's happening over the weekend, you don't have that. When we have meetings, every meeting has a purpose, and that purpose is really around what an outcome for work or an investment outcome. I am pleased True Potential do things such as a weekly quiz, which is great. It's a nice way to relax on a Friday afternoon, nice way to have a couple of beers, and you can speak to the other people that you're with. But it isn't exactly the same as being in the office with everyone else. Okay, so as I said before, I put the lasagna in the oven. So let's have a look. Let's see what it's come out like right now. Look at that. Perfect. Moira, what would you give it out of 10?
8.
You're supposed to say 10. I think it's a 10 out of 10 anyway. Okay, so that is everything from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. It gave you a little bit more information around what it's like being in the investment team at True Potential, working from home. And again, thank you very much. And I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Thank you.